You know how to actually succeed? Not being disciplined and forcing yourself all the time to do some shit you don't want to do, really. It's more of change, constant change. You have to constantly change things up in order to grow. And a lot of times these changes don't seem to be right at first, but they turn out to be a great lesson and for you to grow. So it kind of forces you to be disciplined if you constantly change things up. So yeah, like it's not really being disciplined, you know, like if you have to do something, just for an example, so we're on the same page, so you know what I'm actually talking about. Let's say you're tired of your hometown and you want to move out, or you hate your apartment. Now, what you can do is cancel your contract. Usually, I don't know where you're from, but usually you have to give them some time in advance if you want to cancel your contract, right? So let's say 3 months. You cancel your contract today. That means now you have to figure out in 3 months where to live, right? Now, do you have to be disciplined to do that? No. Like you can be homeless in 3 months. Or you find a way on how to, like where to go. You know what I mean? But you see what I'm saying? Or you're being disciplined and you're sitting on your computer and trying to find another apartment and like going from visit to visit, like and trying to find the perfect apartment, whatever. That's being disciplined, but that's like forcing it, you know? It's shit. Like you constantly think like I have to do this, I have to do that, but you know internally you don't really have to do it, you know what I mean? But when you cancel your contract, then you have to, and it's like there's pressure, you know? And usually, and you also have to make decisions quick. So you may be disciplined and trying to find a nice apartment and go around and go for viewings and shit, but you're always like but the oven is kind of like up at the kitchen, like, you know, like weird cop-outs because you're actually too lazy to move. You actually don't want to move. So if you just cancel your contract, you go all in and then you figure it out. And I'm saying this and I'm making this video because everything in life works like that, basically. Now, you don't have to be disciplined to do drop shipping, really. What you have to do is put yourself in a situation where you have to do it, where you have to make it. You know what I mean? You have to change. Quit that job. Move. Change your friends. Do what you have to do. You know best in what situation you are, and you know best why you're not succeeding. These changes are super uncomfortable at first. You're gonna feel like shit. You think like, why the fuck did I do it? What it does is it triggers you to act. You have to act. Because what are you gonna do? If you literally quit your job, you tell your boss, I'm leaving in a month. And he's like, what are you gonna do? Like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. He's going to think you're crazy. Good. Yes, I'm crazy. Bye-bye. If you're a real guy, you know, you just like, there's no way you're going to go back to that job. You're just going to think like, fuck, like I quit. I can't go back to him, man. Like this is fucking ridiculous. So let's figure it out, you know? And it's the same with everything. You need change. And you don't need good change or bad change. You just need change. You need to change it. Start with small changes. I don't fucking know. Change your clothing, change your shoes, man. Like, but things that comfort you, that you kind of like and they're good, you have to force change them, even if you like them. You know, this is the only way to really, if you're not this crazy disciplined guy, and if you're more lazy, look, I'm lazy too, you know what I mean? I hate working. I hate working out. I hate all this shit, but this is why I put myself into constant changing situations. I do it myself. If you don't do it, the universe will make sure that you'll get to that position. You know, every time you have good moments and good times, the bad times just follow right after, kind of like, you know, it's always an up and down. But I realized that if you force those bad moments to happen, then you don't skip those forced bad moments, but you create them yourself, so you can kind of pick what bad moments you want to have. If you constantly change, discipline will just be a byproduct. You just become disciplined. And you know, sometimes you make changes and it works out perfect. You know, like you like change something, you're like, fuck yeah, like no difficulties, nothing. But good. Now you're a step ahead. Now you succeeded a little. And guess what? It's time for a change. You see, no matter what you do, let's go back. I'm drop shipping, right? I'm doing e-commerce. Man, you constantly have to change shit up. I'm telling you, if you don't change your ads, if you don't change your website, if you don't change your creatives, you are failing. And it's kind of like with drop shipping or with e-commerce, and with a lot of things, but in this kind of like environment, change is very quick. In your life, you have time. Like if you don't change quick, it's fine. Like you're not gonna like fail quick in life. But when it comes to business, for example, e-commerce, if you don't change, you'll feel it instantly. See, if you're just at home, chilling, smoking, doing whatever, and then you don't change, you're not gonna feel anything in a year or two, but maybe in 5, you're fucked. But then you're big fucked, you know? Like big fucked, you know? So I'm making this video to tell you, if you're trying dropshipping, if you're trying e-commerce, if you're trying YouTube, if you're trying anything really, and you're not a disciplined person, or going to the gym, like it's not only business, it's really life. If you're trying something but you're not a disciplined person, that's fine. I am neither. Like I hate it. I'm not a disciplined person. I hate discipline. I hate people that are disciplined in a way. You know what I mean? They annoy me. Like, shut up, bruv. Like, yeah, I know you're fucking, you know, putting your food on a scale and like you're full locked in. Cool. But it's just, it's not my nature. And I'm a creative person. I like to run on my own time, but at the same time, you have to get shit done. So I change. I constantly change things up. More than often, it seems to be a mistake at first. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why did I do that? You know, like I'm just deciding to do some stupid stuff. And then I'm like, oh, why did I put myself? I was so chill. I had such a chill fucking life, you know? And then I just have this stupid idea and I put myself in a situation where I now have to fucking do all this fucking shit, you know? But then after, like a month or 3 or a year after, I'm like, fuck, man, I'm so glad I did that. You know what I mean? So it comes a bit later, but I'm telling you, you skip the shit that would happen anyway. It's never just going only up. It's always going up and down. So force yourself to changes. Change whatever you have to change. I don't know in what situation you are. You know? Like, if you're in a job if you're young, if you're in your 20s and you're in one job for 5 years, that may be a sign to change, unless you just want to, you know, succeed in that kind of job. But I don't think you would watch any video like this. And so then you're just like a worker, you know. If you want to be a slave, stay a slave, you know. But if you really want to like make it yourself and be your own self, you know, like don't always listen to others. Don't always do what others say. Just try yourself. Then you need constant changes. And it takes balls to do it. So start today. Literally, you can make the easiest changes. And you know what, bro? You know what changes you have to make. I know. Everyone knows. Internally, we know. We just cop out all the time. You know, so don't sit there and think, what changes? You know, but they're shit. They're uncomfortable. We don't want to do them. You know, so if it's drop shipping and you're in a situation where like you have $2,000 saved up and you don't want to spend it because you feel good, like you finally have like $2,000, you know, you don't have to worry about too much. Well, guess what? That might be the right move to spend that money and go all in. All right. So stay safe. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.